Hey guys, welcome to a new video. I wanted to sit down and share my empties with you guys. I finally picked up a wire bin to put all of my products in because I was using like random Target bags and stuff for the longest time. But now I have something that I can throw all of my empties into, and it's a lot easier because usually they kind of end up in different places. So I hope that you guys will enjoy this video. Subscribe down below if you are new. And let's get into it. I think I'm going to back up just a little bit here so I have some more space. I guess I should mention, in case you're curious, I did dye my hair last night, so it is darker. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do that, but I decided I just wasn't really into the whole uneven look I had going on since I hadn't got my hair done since the beginning of the year. And I'm not sure how I feel about it. With my pale skin, I feel like I need to be tan. So I'm probably going to self-tan tonight because it's throwing me off how pale I am with this really dark hair. But anyways, I'm getting distracted. So, empties. I have quite a few here. I have random things. Honestly, I just kind of put whatever I finished up that I thought of putting in here. So there are a few like body care products, a couple of candles, but most of it is like beauty and hair care and stuff. Starting off with my beloved Living Proof Dry Shampoo. I went through my first full bottle of this and I restocked like majorly. I have a jumbo size and a travel size right now. So I'm not going to run out for a while, but this is the best dry shampoo I have ever used. I had talked about Batiste for years, and then for the last year or two, I've been trying out different dry shampoos. I would get some sent to me, or I was just using up ones that I had around. So I hadn't been using Batiste for a while, and it kind of made me realize that there's more out there that's really good, actually. And yes, this is more pricey. Some of the ones that I've discovered in the last year are, but this one is the only one that I really feel like is completely worth your money because since it's so like intense, you don't have to use as much of it, but the white cast does shake out really nicely, so I don't find that I have that on my hair. Obviously, any dry shampoo is going to have that a little bit if you don't really shake it out. And it depends how dark your hair is. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit harder now with my really dark hair, but I feel like this is the best one I've found that doesn't make my hair feel gross, but it gives me volume, which I really like, and it soaks up the oils really quickly. So definitely my favorite dry shampoo, and I will continue to repurchase. I have a few Pacifica skincare products here because I've really been liking their skincare products and they've been sending me stuff, and it's an affordable brand, which is great. So the first thing is this Pacifica Dreamy Youth Day and Night Face Cream. I love this so much for a lightweight, just simple, everyday face cream. I can use it day or night. It's not overly like thick and moisturizing. It's more on the lightweight side, but it still does its job. It doesn't like sink into my skin so much to the point where I don't really feel moisturized. I feel like this is like the perfect amount of moisture if you don't have overly dry skin. My skin is pretty normal, but you just want a nice, simple, everyday, affordable cream. This is a great one. I went through two of their vegan ceramide products, the Vegan Ceramide Extra Gentle Face Wash and the Vegan Ceramide Serum. So the Extra Gentle Face Wash is exactly what it says, extra gentle. This was like kind of a jelly type of consistency, and it doesn't lather up super crazy or anything like that. It doesn't really take my makeup off that well, so I will say that you want to make sure you're getting all of your makeup off beforehand with a cleansing balm or whatever you use. This is more just like a light, gentle cleanser. This would be great for morning time when your skin isn't really like dirty. It just needs a light cleanse. For me personally, I don't really cleanse in the morning. I usually just use like a toner on my face and moisturize, but if you do, this would be a good one. Like I said, though, it's definitely gentle, so don't expect it to like remove your makeup, but I thought it was decent. I just don't know that I would repurchase it because of that. So for the Vegan Ceramide Serum, this I kind of used as a one-step product a lot of the time when I was really lazy with my skincare routine in the evening and I just wanted something to slap on. Of course, you could also do that with the moisturizer I talked about. I went through this first and then I went through this, and I didn't really have a lot of moisturizers in my routine at the time that were more on the lightweight side, and I felt like this moisturized my skin really well. But I don't know if I'd repurchase it only because, like I said, I did use it more as a one-step product, and I think I do prefer the Dreamy Youth moisturizer a little bit more. So this one I would definitely repurchase. This is such a good one. I think this is my second bottle of this. I'm pretty sure they repackaged this because I think I had gone through one of these like a couple of years back when it was in different packaging. I'm pretty sure it was the same thing and I really liked it then, went through it. I have some mascaras here. So let's see, 4 I think. I went through 2 of the Lancôme Monster Big Mascaras in the last year. This is definitely my favorite volumizing mascara. It's so good. I have recently discovered the Thrive Cosmetics tubing mascara, which I really love. Like, it's really good. That one is a little bit more lengthening though than volumizing, but it does a really good job regardless. So that's a very close tie now with this one for my favorite high-end mascara. But regardless, I would still repurchase this one. I have a backup in my drawer right now that I picked up during the Sephora sale. I just don't feel like any other volumizing mascara that I have tried really competes with this one. I love the brush. It's like a straight brush, so it doesn't get thicker at the end, which I personally don't like because I don't like when brushes are really like big and fat on the inner corner. I feel like I can't get in there really well or I poke my eye. This one doesn't taper in. I do like that when brushes taper in sometimes, but I feel like because of the straight shape of this brush, it really volumizes really well. So I also really love the Essence Lash Princess. That one does a really good job of volumizing and lengthening, but I think I just prefer this a little bit more, and I know it's a lot more pricey, so if you want an affordable option, the Essence one is great. The Merit Lengthening Mascara, I think they reformulated this and that it is now a tubing mascara. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I went through this and I'm pretty sure it wasn't a tubing mascara. Like, I took it off like a regular mascara. So I don't know what's up with that. Maybe it just wasn't super distinct tubes that it came off in, so I didn't notice that much. I don't know. But this was average for me. I like Merit. I love a lot of their products. And at first, I thought I liked it, but I felt like as it dried out really quickly, and like when it wasn't fresh, it just wasn't as good. So I don't know, this one I wouldn't repurchase, but I am a little bit confused about the whole tubing thing. So let me know if you know if they like reformulated this into a tubing mascara. But the last mascara that I went through is a lot of people's favorite mascara. This is the Rare Beauty, I'm not sure what it's called, but it's their volumizing mascara, and it has one of those brushes. This is a mini, by the way, that does kind of get fatter on the inner corner. It's not super intense, and I'm sure you probably won't be able to tell on camera, but it does slightly taper to get a little bit bigger. And it is similar to the Monster Big Brush, but because it is that little bit fatter, it does slightly annoy me, but also it's just not as good in my opinion. I really think that the Lancôme one is so much better than this one for a high-end volumizing mascara. This one might be a little bit more affordable, but you can get the Lancôme one on sale a lot. Like, I don't know if I've ever paid full price for that mascara, and I just feel like this was so hyped up. Everyone said it was so good, but I just didn't think it compared. Like, I don't think it did that much for my lashes, and maybe it's just because it's a mini, and I don't know, like, maybe I should give it another chance, but this just wasn't like my favorite ever. And again, I am kind of picky about my brush. Native deodorants. Let's talk about those. So I had a little bit of a scare recently with my native deodorant because I was having like sensitivity under my arms, and I was thinking it was the baking soda. So I switched to a sensitive version of this deodorant, and that worked great. I felt like the sensitivity went away, but I did try to use the regular one again because I love so many of the scents, and their sensitive version of their deodorant is very limited in the scents. Anyway, random little side note, you guys know how much I love native deodorant. These two were 2 of my favorite scents. I always go back to the coconut and vanilla, and I have that one in my bathroom right now, but these are so much stronger and they smell so gourmand and delicious. The first one is the cherry and vanilla macaron, and this one smelled so delicious, like a perfume I would wear. Not overly cherry, but just like a sweet, fruity, cakey kind of scent. Definitely not as cakey and vanilla and stuff as this other one, which is the tie-dye vanilla cupcake, and this was a collab with Baked by Melissa. I'm not sure who that is. I think it's another influencer, but I think this was the limited edition, which is so sad because this smells so good. It literally smells like vanilla cupcakes, like full-on vanilla cupcakes. I had multiple people tell me I smelled like vanilla cupcakes. just from this deodorant because it smells so good. But both of these are amazing. I will definitely repurchase the cherry and vanilla macaron, and I wish I could repurchase this one, but Native just has so many good scents, and I wish that so many of them weren't limited edition. It's really sad. But you guys, this video is literally so long already. Why am I talking so much about these products? I'm not even close to halfway through this box. So let's get moving. I'm sure these candles will get rid of some space. So I have 2 candles that I went through. Marshmallow Fireside by Bath & Body Works. Literally my favorite candle from Bath & Body Works. Smells absolutely incredible. If you have not smelled this, you have to smell it. Regardless of what type of scent you like, you have to smell this. It literally smells like toasted marshmallows, but very realistic, like super realistic. It has smoky and kind of like toasty, but then it has that sweetness. It's so good. The other one is more of a summer candle. This is the Tangerine Guava from Scentsational, and I really like this brand. I've gotten it quite a bit at TJ Maxx and Marshall's, and I can get this lid off. It's a very fresh, realistic tangerine guava scent. It's very tropical and citrusy, and I love this one for the summertime. So those are actually like 2 of my favorite candles. So not surprising that I went through them. But back to some more hair care. I went through 2 masks, the Shea Moisture Hydrate and Repair Protein Power Treatment. This is the Manuka Honey and Yogurt line. This is such a good protein hair mask. It adds protein and moisture. It's so thick and creamy, so it definitely takes a little bit more work to spread throughout your hair, but it does such a good job of giving me the protein that I need in my hair. So that's what I use this for. It's definitely not something I use all the time, but I rotate it throughout my routine pretty regularly. So I will definitely repurchase this. The other mask I went through is from Prose. This is their pre-shampoo hair mask, and this was really nice. I do tend to like something a slight bit thicker majority of the time, but Prose is personalized. So based on what you put into their like quiz, it's gonna give you like what's your hair specifically needs. So I did feel like it moisturized my hair, but I feel like just personal preference, I like something a little bit thicker. And I'm not sure if I put that in my quiz or not when I took it, but I still think that's really good. Like, I don't have anything bad to say about it. Let's finish off the rest of my skincare because I do have a decent amount left. I guess this isn't really skincare, but the first thing is a Fresh Sugar Peach Hydrating Lip Balm. I went through this. I had it by my bed. I don't have anything against these Fresh lip balms. Like, they're good, they're decent, but for the price, I wouldn't repurchase them because I don't think they're really anything special. Like, I think there's so many other lip balms out there that I prefer to these, so not bad. I feel like they are cute packaging and a nice experience, but just not like the best lip balms I've tried. The Naturium Intense Overnight Sleeping Cream, I think they repackaged this or renamed it or something, but this is really good, and I definitely would repurchase. It's a very thick moisturizing cream. I used it at night. Sometimes I would use it under makeup, but it's great regardless. Like, this is just a really nice, simple, like non-scented, good moisturizing cream. Okay, this is a little sticky. The Inky List Oat Cleansing Balm. You get so much product in this, and it's so affordable, so I do think it was good, but it was just a little bit thicker and almost like had a bit more of an oilier consistency to it than I personally like in a cleansing balm. I usually like something that really is a little bit more thin and lightweight, and I didn't feel like it lasted as long as it should have. It went bad a little bit quicker than normal, so I don't think I would repurchase this, but I did like it for the first while. It's just there's so much product in here that the time it takes to get through it, it goes bad first. So I don't know. I don't think it's a bad option for an affordable cleansing balm, and I did probably mention it in like an older favorites video or something, but I just discovered there's better out there. I went through a little tiny mini of the Summer Fridays Jet Lag Mask. This was good, and I've heard a lot of people rave about it. I don't know if it's worth quite the hype that it gets, but I did use a very small size of this, so I feel like I need to like kind of give it another shot to really see. But I also went through the Farmacy Feeling Good Hyaluronic Acid Plumping Serum. This is so good. I would definitely repurchase this even though it's pricey. It had the scent of like fresh Manuka honey. I felt like it was doing what a hyaluronic acid serum should do. It was hydrating and plumping and just made my skin feel so nice. And I feel like I kind of flew through it for a serum. So I really like this. And then I went through my Body Unburdened Beauty Blend number 1. I've talked about this on my channel so many times. This is like a natural organic oil blend. I get it from this woman on Instagram. She has an online shop and she just makes incredible products. I love this so much. It does wonders for my skin, truly. It's definitely my favorite face oil. And one thing I will say about this, because it is so natural, it does go bad a little bit faster than some skincare products. So I don't find that with how much I use it, that it goes bad before I can use up the bottle. But if you don't use it often at all, and you're just occasionally using it, it might go bad before you can use the whole thing up. So keep that in mind with this. But I definitely think it's worth it and something you should make a regular part of your skincare routine. Okay, so that's all my skincare. I have a few more hair care items. The writing is completely rubbed off of this. This is the Playa Supernatural Conditioner. I think it's called. The writing is rubbed off, but I'm pretty sure it's their Supernatural Conditioner. It goes with their everyday shampoo, and I'm almost out of that, but I went through this one way faster because it's just one of the best conditioners I ever used. It's very moisturizing and almost pudding-like, but it's also lightweight at the same time. It's so hard to explain. It just is the perfect texture of what I like in a conditioner, and I will definitely repurchase this at some point. I'm going through a lot of products right now, as usual, but I definitely want to repurchase this because it's one of my favorites. Also went through the Maui Moisture Color Protection C Mineral Shampoo. This got pushed back to the back of my cupboard for quite some time, so I just recently used the last couple uses from this. I do like the Maui Moisture products, but I haven't found any that I'm absolutely in love with that I feel like are better than everything else. So let me know if you have any favorites. I know a lot of people love the flaxseed line, and I do want to try that at some point. It just hasn't happened yet. Went through Olaplex. Again, this is something that got pushed to the back of my cupboard because I dyed my hair dark and wasn't using it. I used up the last couple uses, and even though I know my hair is still bleach damage on the ends because I've just dyed over it, I don't know when I'll repurchase this because I feel like I have other masks that I really, really love. But I know this does something completely different, so maybe I should be using it. Maybe it's like a big deal. I don't know. It's just, I really loved it for when my hair was bleached, but now I just haven't like gone out and picked it up. I haven't felt like the need to, but maybe I should. I don't know. And then I think this is the last hair product, the Ouidad Advanced Climate Control Heat and Humidity Gel. This is such a good one. It's a very thin, light gel, but it provides really good hold, and it does everything I want a gel to do. This is a little mini size, so obviously if I had gone through a full bottle, it'd be a little bit easier to tell. I haven't used it in a while because I went through this a while ago, but I did really like it, so I could see myself picking up a full size, but it just hasn't been like a necessity for me. So I went through a couple more makeup products. The Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist is for sure one I'm going to repurchase. This is probably my favorite setting spray. It doesn't make your makeup last super long or anything like that. It just sets your makeup and makes everything melt together and look so good. Your skin looks beautiful when you use this. Like, this is for that reason I think my favorite, because it just melts everything together perfectly, and that's more what I use a setting spray for anyways, honestly. And I have tried quite a few different ones. Even the more expensive ones that I've tried, I think I prefer that one. I went through the Colourpop No Filter Concealer as well. This was not like my favorite, honestly. Like, it was okay, but I wouldn't repurchase it. I don't feel like it had a good enough coverage, and it was like a medium natural finish, but sometimes I felt like it would not even clump up, but like almost look slightly dry on my skin, and I don't have dry skin, so I don't know. It's just not my favorite. I don't think I'd repurchase it. It was okay, and I went through it. The Essence Make Me Brow like tinted brow gel was another product that I did really like, but I've since discovered the e.l.f. one, and that one in my opinion is better. It's the perfect amount of pigment, and it just looks so good in your brows. I don't even need to fill my brows in when I use that. It's just incredible. So I don't think the Essence one is bad, but I definitely prefer the e.l.f. one. The Coconut Coffee Scrub and Wash from OGX, one of my favorite body washes ever. It smells literally incredible, and I have another bottle of this in my bathroom that I'm like a third of the way through already because it's just incredible. I use it year round. It literally smells like a light coconut coffee scent. It goes really, really well with the native coconut and vanilla deodorant, so definitely recommend this. The Dr. Teal's Pure Epsom Salt is my favorite that I always go back to. I love the Eucalyptus and Spearmint scent. That one is the best personally for me, or I would use unscented, but usually when I use this, it's like when I'm on my period, and when I have cramps, sometimes strong scents are just not it for me. So for some reason, this Eucalyptus and Spearmint scent is just so cooling, and is almost like calming to my senses, which is so random, but if I'm gonna use anything scented, this is my favorite. I don't mind the lavender one, but when my body's in pain for some reason, I just prefer this one a little bit more. So I went through that, and I'll definitely repurchase, but I'm going through another Epsom salt right now that I'm not the biggest fan of the scent, so I'm gonna finish that up. But the last product that I have here in my basket is the Therabreath mouthwash. This is the invigorating icy mint. I've also used the mild one, and I like that one too, but I think I like a minty one because it just feels cleaner. But this is so good. If you have bad breath at all, like, this is incredible. Just swish it in your mouth for like a minute, and it makes your mouth feel so clean. It like kills the bad breath germs. That's really what people rave about it for, I feel like. And this also has xylitol in it, which is really good for your teeth. It's actually proven to like help with cavities and stuff. So I love when I find like oral products with xylitol in it. But that's it. I'm gonna put all these products back in here so they don't fall all over the place. I really hope that you guys enjoyed my empties video. I really love to watch these videos, and I feel like you guys usually enjoy them too. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.